Man, I didn't expect to make another video this soon, but there's some weird shit going on over here in the Starfield forums on Steam. This person has been allowed to keep this shit up for days, and people are getting banned who reply to this person, and it's just really suspicious. There's a lot of people pointing it out. Hey, don't respond to this because you're gonna get banned. There's definitely some tilted shit going on with the moderators over here, because if I say even a third of the stuff that this person said, I'm gone, and you're gonna notice pretty quickly. I've had people say that to me. It's like, all right, that's funny, but sometimes people need to wake up to the shit going on in the world. They're like, dude, this is a gaming channel. I know, but your world is falling apart, okay? But I do like that. Sir, this is a GameStop, all right? Take that shit somewhere else. Banned. So everybody who's responding to this shit is just getting boom. Like, this guy was really mild, right? I can't be sure he's not saying something else somewhere else or further in here. But come on, do the math. Good for you, you know, be happy. Do you, bro, right? But just be quiet, right? Pretty much. So yeah, I encourage you to come over here and take a look at what's going on. It's a little weird. This dude went back and forth for a good while and got himself banned. And there's just a lot of weird stuff going on. This dude, just scroll through it and take a look. And you're going to find me all the way down here going, whoa, because somebody's pointing things out to me that are looking even more sus than what you're already seeing here. Okay? I'm like putting two and two together, and at this point I'm throwing a little bit of weight around. Like, I only got like 10,000 subscribers, and most of them don't watch, but I still have the ability to make a video that'll get the ball rolling, that might just get people to take a look at some corruption happening over here. Okay? So that's where I dropped in, and I'm like, look, I'm recording this shit. This is weird. I don't know what's going on over here. This is weird. And it gets even weirder, because here's the same person, and you can follow this person. They posted many instances of this guy being straight up buck wild. Look at this. If I said that, I think they'd shut my account down. I'd be gone. And look. How long ago was that? Who is this person? Who is this person, and who do they know? You know what I mean? Am I going to get whacked for pointing this out? Is somebody going to like come by my house and set it on fire or some shit? This is creepy, man. Why is this person allowed to just indiscriminately, without any kind of repercussion whatsoever, post this kind of shit? And anybody who's like, yo, is getting themselves banned. Anybody know what's going on with that? I'll make this video. How many people watch it? I don't know. People used to love when people would point to corruption going on, and it would just, you know, it would go viral overnight. People like, holy shit, how did it get this far? And then it just, nobody really cares anymore because it's so rampant and it's everywhere. But I'm pointing it out. There's somebody over here that's obviously got connections, and they're able to say whatever they want. And nobody seems to give a shit. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up. Get down in the comment section. Make a little bit of noise. It really helps with the algorithm. Not that, you know, YouTube isn't tilting that against me too. God bless, and I see you all in the next video. Oh, hey everybody, look who's back over on the Steam forums, over on the Starfield forums. It's Jennifer. They're back, guys. Look, I'm making a follow-up video for two reasons. The first reason being that people didn't understand what I was trying to say in the first video, and they think that I'm just trying to, you know, pick on the left. Look, I'll speak against this stuff. Y'all know how I do. I speak against it. You can find me on Odyssey speaking against it. I don't hate anybody. I'm a Bible-believing Christian who, you know, is not allowed to speak over here anymore. So my voice doesn't matter in normie land. I got to go to, like, you know, alternative media sites in order to speak to people about stuff like this without getting my account shut down. But hey, I think it's more important to point out to you that somebody's agitating the left and the right, which is this person right here, who isn't being banned, by the way, which makes this highly suspicious because, well, I'm willing to bet that 95% or more of my audience has interacted with the Steam forums and has caught a ban once or twice. It's not hard to do, is it? So y'all have experience with this, and this person is back again. They're back again. And I showed you where they said something that you would find an alt-right person saying, right? I'm not going to repeat what they said, but they're talking trash to stir up the left, and they're talking trash to stir up the right. So today we're going to talk about Hegelian dialectic. That's right, Hegelian dialectic. It's something that most people should be taught about in school. Well, they're not going to teach you that because this is kind of how they play society. You know the meme, the Metal Gear Solid meme?
They played us like a damn fiddle!
That's us. It turns out that's us because we've been getting played. So while I am all about preaching scripture and preaching against this kind of stuff, especially when they start messing with children, well, I don't want to be called a fool. Getting drawn into conflict when that's precisely what it's meant to do, is just incite conflict. Because this kind of stuff is happening everywhere. It's not just over here. Now, you will notice these people have a protected status that you and I do not enjoy on the right. That's not by mistake, because it's harder to get the right pissed off. But when the right does get pissed off, exactly. So, when the right finally does do what the government wants the right to do and rise up, they're going to be ready for it. I could show you all sorts of stuff on drone technology and how easy it is to just take out anybody. Now, Elon Musk will tell you about it.
Here's an AI racing a human. It's not pre-programmed, it's controlled by a neural net, with the aim of helping in search and rescue missions. Of course, there's another side to it.
You can make a swarm of assassin drones for very little money by just taking the Face ID chip that's used in cell phones and having a small explosive charge and a standard drone, and have them just do a grid sweep of the building until they find the person they're looking for, ram into them and explode. You can do that right now. No new technology is needed. Right now.
So yeah, there's people, they're like, we need to fight. All right, well, and the Bible tells us that we do fight. And Satan overcomes the saints who fight. I know, it's kind of depressing. But stick with me, because in the end, we win, You know that scene where Gandalf comes back? The Battle of Helm's Deep? I keep referencing the Lord of the Rings over and over again. But there's a point where it looks like everything is about to fall apart, and then at the final hour, yeah, that's kind of how Jesus does things. That's how he rolls. That's how this is going to work out. So this person over here, be careful. Okay? Be careful, because all they're going to do is get you banned over here and maybe end up on some list. Not that that scares me, because I know I'm probably on every single one of them. When you claim Christ, you can't be afraid of men. That's just the way that it is, which is why I continue to expose this stuff, which all of you must know is not good for your health, right? Don't you think that if you were exposing people, that they might get a little irritated at some point and it might be a detriment to you? Just putting that out there. So yeah, this person over here thinks that I'm just all sorts of attacking the left, when that's not what this was about. All right, now where I'm going to point them. I'm going to point them over here. I'm going to point them over here to show them how trannies were used in the past to destroy Weimar Republic and everything that has to do with all that stuff. Are they going to watch it? I don't know. Probably not. But if they do, they're going to have to sit down and think, re-examine their worldview, because there's some heavy stuff in there. And if you continue to follow the trail, you're going to be like, oh wow, this guy's not lying to me. This stuff, it really did happen. We really are being used. Oh no, that's not good. So yeah. We're in quite the situation here, folks. Let's take a look at Hegelian dialectic real quick. All right, so we're just going to dive into normie land here, because I think they'll be pretty genuine about it. It's kind of hard to cover this stuff up. The collection of philosophical movements that developed out of the thought of the 19th century German philosopher George Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel. The term is here so construed as to exclude Hegel himself and to include, therefore, only the ensuing Hegelian movements. All right, anyways, I'm not going to read all the blah, 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 blah. You guys can navigate over here and read all about this stuff, okay? Because it's a way of guiding societies, and the elite, they use it very successfully, okay? There's all sorts of schooling that goes into this thing. It's just, man, it'd probably be better if I gave you an image. Well, look at something like this. It's not as complicated as it looks, really. It's just they create all the problems. They have the agendas, and then they guide you through to it, and then boom. Solution. Oh, this is getting into the reserve. I don't even want to say the beginning of that. The reserve. That begins with F. So you got to be careful what you say over here now, folks. But yeah, this is how it works. It's just a scheme. It's manipulation. All right, that's all it is. So, yeah, you got to watch out. You don't want to be manipulated by somebody. Do you want to be somebody's fool? No. And I keep pointing the left and the people that are into this stuff, I keep pointing them over to my video, showing them how they indeed did this before in the past, and they used you, and then they brought the right up, and the right got really mad. This is good to watch too. Look this up. You can probably still find this in YouTube. Just type this in, Legendary Sin Cities. It'll pop right up. Berlin. Legendary Sin Cities, Berlin. You'll probably find the whole thing, all right? And just sit there and watch it. You don't need to hear me talking about it, all right? You're smart. You can figure it out. You know, go through and look at photos of people who hide their hand in their coat. You can find all sorts of people doing that in history. Napoleon did that. Even Washington did that. That's interesting. They call it the hidden hand. Now, I'm not exposing anything that hasn't been written in their own books, just so everybody knows. This is an influencer who is going to lie to your face. They're going to lie right to your face, and they're going to get, I don't know, millions of views doing it. You're not going to get the truth over on YouTube, and you don't understand what's going on with society, and I'm trying to wake you up to it. But yeah, trying to keep this on the shorter side, that's what's going on with society. So no, I don't trust stuff like this. I don't trust that this isn't some agent or somebody who's been hired or even some AI that they programmed to start crap with people, because our reality is getting very strange, okay? You might have noticed that things are a little weird.
Probably a bigger risk than being hunted down by a drone is that AI would be used to make incredibly effective propaganda that would not seem like propaganda.
So these are deep fakes.
Yeah, influence the direction of society, influence elections.
Alright, so this is the last time I'm going to talk about this dumb shit. This is a problem, and I've noticed it for years, and now I'm pointing a spotlight on it. And this is not just over here on Reddit, but I did notice that Reddit had a bit of a hostile takeover. You can watch a video about the founders of Reddit and how one of them got himself killed, actually. There's a whole rabbit hole for you to go down right there. But this place is very hostile. And one of the reasons why it's so hostile is, well, this can mean pretty much anything they want it to mean. You know, they can just insert whatever they think is this. I don't even want to say it. You know, get hit on the algo, which is part of the reason why I think the last video didn't do so well. There are things in there the algorithm does not like. You guys might have noticed that. Anyways, so yeah, they don't tell you why they took it down. They're just like, we're trying to keep things civil over here. You'll notice this is being upvoted. You know? What the F, right? Obviously, I wasn't going to post that. I'm just being silly. But yeah, I find it funny that moderators seem to go in and remove people who respond to me, especially rabble-rousers who start trouble. So this guy came in here and started trouble, started saying all sorts of stupid stuff. I don't even remember exactly what it was, but, you know, I was perceptive enough to understand that this is just somebody trying to get the thread locked. And, you know, locked it is, right? So it's strange that the moderator took this away, but the stuff that I said is gone. It kind of looks harsh when you don't have the context of what they said. That looks a little harsh. All right, so I posted this one. Well, they didn't take this one down. They just ratioed it immediately. So they send people in here to downvote. I have no idea. Like I said, I don't know if this is AI. I don't know if they hire people. I don't know. Maybe it dynamically happened and people are just stupid over here now. Because I find it funny that they talk about flat earth and like Elvis Presley and all the shit that doesn't matter. We call that gatekeeping. But the second you start to get over the target, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down. We can't talk about that over here. That's a problem. See? This is just the other one. So yeah, and then this one got ratioed. This pissed me off. You'll see my reaction here. I'm not happy about this. Wonderful pile of downvotes. Yeah, let's just cover up child abuse. I mean, and then the comments deleted by the user. All right, so yeah, okay, I see what happened here. Again, somebody came in, derailed it, right? You see? But the comment's gone. The evidence of what they said to me is gone, but everything that I said is still here, right? So I come across looking like the asshole. Isn't that funny? So your enemies aren't stupid, guys. I want you to understand that. And this stuff, like I said, this is going on all across forums everywhere. I don't care if this is your local news station. It's likely that you've got some rabble-rousing asshole in there who's there to get your stuff taken down as quickly as possible, report it, and just be, you know, just be a good guy for Big Brother. I don't know if these are useful idiots. I don't know if they're hired. I don't know if it's AI. I don't care. All I know is that it is happening. This is, like I said, this is just a small view. This is a snippet of the shit that I've gone through trying to expose stuff. This is a conspiracy website. Is it not? Is this not a conspiracy forum? So then why would this be locked and removed? Oh, because they send people in here to derail it. And then they go in and they delete the evidence of it. Is it just me? It's not just me, is it? Am I seeing things here, guys? Have I made this up? Is this in my head? What the? All right, so take a look at this. All right, so someone comes in, they agree with me, like, is this even a question? I mean, this is obviously going on, right? People start to vibe with it. Sorry, this has been removed from conspiracy theory. Sorry, it's just spam. This is just spam. This video is not spam. How is this video spam?
Oh, hey,
Can somebody tell me how this video is spam?
Status.
Have you guys seen this video? Did I go through and edit this video? Can you tell that somebody took a long time putting all of this together? Or does it seem like it was just spammed in there? It's just spam. Dude, I spent like 8 hours editing this, okay? I spent a good amount of time putting the research into it, editing it together. And they take it down and they say it's just spam. Alright, so there you go, people. So now you see everything is tilted against you, and this is going on everywhere. This is supposed to be a conspiracy site. Okay, no. No, they don't want legit conspiracies over here. They want Elvis has been spotted in Las Vegas. There's a dolphin boy was found. Like, they talk about the dumbest shit over here. And nobody's over target over here. So yeah, and it doesn't matter. Like I said, you can be your local news station talking about things. It can be anywhere you go, you're going to get some rabble-rouser who shuts you down if you say anything that even leans remotely towards conservatism. All right? So that's just something that's going on in the world today. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to leave a thumbs up. Get down in the comments section. It helps with the algorithm that is very biased against me. I thank you all for watching. God bless, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.
It's called lockstep, lockstep. And this is a phrase that I used right after 2001 when I saw the entire system of the United States, including the population, were in lockstep. So the Congress went along, and yes, it was Osama bin Laden, and the people waved their flag and said, I hate, 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 and everything was in lockstep. Well, in 2010, they published this, Rockefeller Foundation, and here's what they're saying. They're saying that they call it a scenario. These are scenario narratives, and they speak about it in the past tense. So they put out this scenario, lockstep. A world of tighter, top-down government control and more authoritarian leadership with limited innovation and growing citizen pushback. Okay, I'll read a little bit of it. In 2012, the pandemic that the world had been anticipating for years, nobody was anticipating a pandemic, finally hit. Unlike 2009's H1N1, this new influenza strain originating from wild geese, they use some scenario, but this is Ebola they're talking about.
Ahead.
Even the most pandemic prepared nations were quickly overwhelmed when the virus streaked around the world, infecting nearly 20% of the global population and killing 8 million in just 7 months, the majority of them healthy young adults. The pandemic also had a deadly effect on economies. You can see the agenda. Just naked, raw, naked control agenda written down, and it's anybody's guess how this becomes effectuated in real life. So whether this is written specifically as marching orders or whether people take it upon themselves in the intelligence networks to say, okay, well, this has been produced, so this is the plan here. But these narratives have to be written in advance because the intelligence agencies don't know how to do these narratives. They need help. So these think tanks, they come up with these like Rand Corporation, Rockefeller Foundation. These are think tanks of death. They're not the think tanks. They're not there to find great ways to help people. Right? Okay, the pandemic also had a deadly effect on economics. International mobility of both people and goods screeched to a halt. Right? Which is what they want. They want a completely isolated world, right? Debilitating industries like tourism and breaking global supply chains. Well, of course they want tourism stopped because they're not in the tourism business, and they want you at home in your house in front of the TV. Then they got you, because once you watch the TV, they own your soul.